Hi everybody, I wanted to show you my latest mini album. This is something I made for a friend of mine at work. Holly is about to have her second baby, and so I asked if I could make the baby album for her as a gift. She's having a little girl, obviously going to be named Elizabeth, and so I asked her beforehand what style she would like for an album, and she chose vintage, and I was really excited that she did because it's definitely cover, made all the flowers. Wanted to credit Fiona for getting me into these beautiful flowers and stick pins, and so this is inspired by one of her creations. Fiona is Jennings644 here on YouTube. And by the way, Fiona, and the other thing is I dug up my old crochet hooks and managed to crochet quite a few things for this album. This tutorial for the little butterfly I got from, I think her YouTube name is DreamBigLover. I will go ahead and jump in. Before I go too far, I wanted to also just mention that I had a kind of fiasco with the binding system. It got to be so thick the way I had actually done it. I had done a Stack the Deck from Laura at Following the Paper Trail, and unfortunately this was just so big that it broke, and I had to rebind the entire thing twice. Finally gave up and did one of Laura's bindings that I had learned from a baby album. I bought one of her patterns a long time ago for a baby album, and it was called, I think, Special Delivery. And it was just an adorable little album that she had made. And so I used the binding from that album, and what it was is, if I open this up, you can kind of see inside. It's basically, you use ribbons on the ends of the pages to flip through, and then I just put two little cords inside the book, and then actually put the whole thing together. So there you go. So quickly going through this, I used a lot of ClickArt in this, and I got them from, actually it was an old ClickArt CD. So front page, this was some of my recent thrift store vintage trim finds, which was awesome. So pretty, and more crocheting than I did. And then I made this cute little tag again from some of the clip art that I got from that CD, and then stamped to enhance it and make it look a little nicer. And then on the back, it's just an old photocopy of a postcard, and that's designed for her to put her birth announcement on there so she can keep a record of it. And then I think these are just Fiskars stamps, but I like that little one. It's a perfect one for the first page of a baby album. So on this page, I want to credit, SACrafters for the flower. Really, just so simple, but it's perfect for a little vintage album. More of my lace finds, and then that's just for a little locket of hair, so she can keep that forever. And then on this side, I just love the way this page turned out. So again, Fiona, thank you. I've fallen in love with your little miniatures and made some of the perfume bottles for the baby's room. But this is actually modified from a dresser. I think she calls it the sidestep dresser, and her name is Jackie Topa, T-O-P-A. And I think her website's Addicted to Stamping. And she made these cute little cards, and I just kind of took half of it. It doesn't have the whole, she has like a whole hanger and closet next to it. But I liked this just for the baby album, and then I used crackle paint to make it look old, and it turned out fabulous. I love it. And then you open, I had a flight out of LAX, and I was trying to kill time, so I was out at a thrift store near the airport and found an entire new set of vintage teddy bear stamps and some really cool stuff there, so that was awesome. And then I just left this open so that she can put her little picture inside. Very, very cute. This one's a pretty basic little tag, but turned out kind of cute, and more of the little trims. This page I actually took from that pattern book. Well, I just made it on my own, but it was similar to the one that Laura had in that baby album that I bought the pattern of from Following Paper Trail, and it was again the special delivery. And I just loved the idea of having this little baby bonnet. It flips up, so there's room for journaling and picture underneath, but really love this old trim. This was old trim that I had from a old family member, and then I think I got, that was a recent thrift store find as well. Love it. So again, some of these images were just absolutely adorable on the CD, and so that was just perfect. This one again is left open so she can put the picture inside, but if you open it up, it's just a little day in the life of. And this little punch art that I did, I actually did a card for somebody based on this once. Her name is Laurie Thompson, and she has, I think the pattern's called Baby Buggy. If I'm not mistaken, her site is called Stamping with Loll, Loll. And I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but anyway, I've always just loved this little baby carriage that she designed with punches. So it's kind of a play off of that. And then just little tag, oops, blank on one side, and then it has the little the card holder, photo holder on the other. I am so in love with the way that with this little design. Again, something that I found in the punch art, in the clip art, and I actually just cut it out and mounted it on a tag. Believe it or not, I didn't do anything to the tag. That's actually a wallpaper sample that has that as the back. That was the actual paper. It's one of those foils, and it's just so beautiful. The butterfly just surprised me how simple and wonderful it is, because you can do it with fabric or with trims, and what do you call it? Any kind of ribbon. And it was creative. Kelly, I think it's probably from Callie, but it's for RM Callie. She has a video on a Prima takeoff that's from, I guess it's Elegance, Prima Elegance. That's what it's supposed to be. That was the idea behind it or whatever. And so I made a few of those for my stash and love them. They're just so cute and perfect for a baby album. So anyway, this is the series of little tags that I made. Then this just has a little paper collage on the back that has the baby out of the dictionary taken out. So, and then just basic little stamps. And again, another piece of artwork that I printed. And then this is just a little record for her to keep track of gifts that she received for the baby. And then that's just a little kind of collage art thing that I did. And somebody who has been a great inspiration online to me is Rach0113, Rachel. Does a lot of mixed media art, and this next one is her inspiration as well, this little tag. I just have fallen in love with her techniques and am really trying to do more of that type of stuff, so she's just awesome. And then this little flower, just kind of basic, but what a clever idea. So this came from SACrafters, and she had the idea of using these little wooden plug button things and, painting them to use them as flower centers. And so I had a bunch of them. I don't know where I got them, but I had a bunch of them. So I did that. I used actually nail polish on them to make them shiny and glimmery, but the fabulous idea. And then when you open this up, well, let me just, really quickly, also want to just credit, who was it that made this? Oh, sorry for a second. I have it written down somewhere. Oh, I know who it was. It was Leanne from Luvleescrappin. She is just a genius. Anyway, this is a spray that I made based on her tutorial and thought that looked so pretty on there. But again, more of this wonderful trim that I think I got at one of those little thrift store finds. And then I just put a bunch of tags in here. I doubt she'll put them together here, but she can use them wherever she wants in the album. One's for her, big brother. And then one for Dad, and that came from the Graphic 45 collection. And then one, of course, for Mom. So very cute little tags. And then, by the way, this is a baby I found on this is also a thrift store find. It was actually wrapping paper, very vintage wrapping paper that had these cute little babies on them. So I fussy cut that one out and put it up there. Oh, I forgot to take the tag out. The tag is so pretty. Just some papers I had from my stash. I don't even really know who who made them, but very pretty. Most of the paper throughout the album is actually wallpaper samples, and this is one of my very favorite pages. It's too pretty to cover up, so I kind of had to leave it the way it is, but just perfect for, again, for a baby album. It's just so cute. And then this one is, you know, again, so you've seen the butterfly theme obviously throughout. This is also a wallpaper that had a beautiful butterfly on it, and then just used, I think it's an EK Success punch for that. And I found this paper, it's so pretty. It was a whole stack of it for 99 cents at, I think it was Tuesday morning. I don't usually go there, but I went there for some reason and was surprised at the amount of papers they have. So anyway, couldn't pass up a price like that. And it's very cute paper. So on the inside, I got a free design online to make, crochet this heart. And let me just tell you, if I can crochet it, anybody can crochet it. So if you guys are, this is a little, I think it's called a lollipop flower. Lots of people make those online, but that was actually the first time I tried to make one. And I did this with little, I mean, there's something that sticks to it. It's like a sticky tape on the back. So if she wants to, she can just pull it off and use it as an ornament. She doesn't have to keep it on there. And then just another little tag. Very cute. And then that was actually cut from that paper, the 99-cent stack I just got. It was just such an awesome, cute little pack. Oops, something stuck. Oh, I got a butterfly thing. Okay. And here we go. So, I didn't have any good stamps or like ephemera for the birth record stuff, so I actually just made it myself on the computer. This is a record of milestones. It's got, you know, all the basics listed on here. This is Memories of My First Bath, and then I had like a little, what do you call that? I think it wasn't a Sizzix, it's one of those little punches that were dies. And then just little records, my favorite food, and then first food I disliked, and that kind of stuff. And then my first words, just a little record of first words. And what I did is on the back of every one of them, it has this little layout so that she can put a baby picture that's related to each one of the little milestones. So that is that. And then this is actually one of the first butterflies that I made, and I just absolutely loved it. So I'm excited that I got to use it in the album, because it was a little too big at first and too thick, so which is why the other binding broke. But anyway, with this model, it's fine. And I actually added the little beads because I loved the way they look like little flourishes coming off the butterfly. So super cute. And then I made this little tag that has embossed hearts on it. So obviously it's our heart themed page, and just a little blank one on the back for that. And what I did on this is that I've used one of the fussy, or one of the cut things from that paper, but this is temporary adhesive, so she can just pull that off of there and use it for a real picture when she wants to. And then just a couple little tags. And then last page, I have a little fold-out book that just, it's like a 8-section thing that you can use to put pictures on it that I'm going to be putting in there, but I don't have it done yet, so I didn't put it in the video. But my grandmother, for some reason, had this like cute little trim, and I actually didn't think I'd ever use it for anything, but there you go. It's perfect for a little baby book. And then just the inside cover, did one more time with another image from that vintage paper, and just thought that was perfect for the back inside cover. So that is the mini album. One other thing that I made for the album, but I have not figured out how I'm going to attach it yet, but I'll just show you. Is that focused? There's you know, some just little charms, so key and hearts. I actually took this off of some old jewelry, except for the key. I bought that one. And then this is one of my grandmother's old beads. It's probably not that old, but just a little cloisonne bead that I made into a charm. So that is that. And again, if you guys are intimidated about beading, let me just tell you, I know nothing. Again, it's just not something that I know how to do. doesn't really take much to do the basics. So give it a try. The worst you can do is screw up some wire. So give it a shot, ladies. Anyway, that's it for now. I want to thank all of the people who helped inspire me on this, and thank you guys so much for your continued inspiration, ideas, and reminding me that it's just amazing how much creativity and talent there is out there if we just let people share it. Thanks.